Fallen leaves are in plentiful supply at this time of year, and they're one of the best sources of organic matter for gardeners. We'll show you 7 ways to make use of the season's most abundant crop.
Leaf mould is gardener's gold. It's what's left when leaves have rotted down after a year or two and can be used in many ways in the garden. It is low enough in nutrients so as not to scald tender seedlings, but with just the right quantities to dramatically improve soil structure and boost its water retention. Make leaf mould by creating a wire mesh bin out of 4 sturdy upright posts wrapped in chicken wire and secured in place. Simply heap your leaves into it and leave them for a year or 2. An even easier method is to fill ordinary plastic sacks about 3/4 full, tie the top securely and puncture holes into the bottom and sides to allow its contents to breathe. Place the bags out of the way and forget about them for a year or 2. Great compost is made by getting an even mix of browns and greens, and fallen leaves are an excellent source of carbon-rich browns. Add them in layers, alternating with your usual sources of nitrogen-rich greens, and leave for a season. Turn the pile occasionally to aerate it if required. If you use hot composting methods, just add a small amount of leaves and try to shred them and mix them in thoroughly first, as they don't break down as quickly as the other ingredients. Shred leaves to make an attractive organic mulch, which can be used throughout your garden and containers. Just add a 2 to 3 inch layer of the shredded leaves to your soil, but take care to keep it away from the stems of your plants. The mulch will help to retain water and will suppress weed germination. Leaf mould also makes an excellent mulch. Fork shredded leaves right into your soil before winter. Next spring you'll find earthworms and other microorganisms teeming in your soil, which will be crumblier and water retentive. Just take care not to add too many, as large quantities can deplete nitrogen in the soil as they break down. A 6-inch blanket of leaves protects tender plants from winter wind and cold. Cover cold hardy vegetables such as carrots, kale, leeks and beets, and you'll be able to harvest them all winter. You'll need to provide some sort of frame around the leaves to prevent them from blowing away. This no-dig method of gardening is best started or replenished in the fall. It involves layering greens and browns on a bed to 2 feet high, which will soon rot and sink down. As a rule of thumb, you need twice as many browns in each layer as you do greens, and leaves make a great source of browns at a time when they are most plentiful. If you run out of steam with all the other methods, bag them up as you would for making easy leaf mould and leave them. They make an excellent source of browns early in the growing season when they are often in short supply, and if you do forget about them, you'll find wonderful bags of leaf mould. The best leaves to use are oak, beech and hornbeam. Other deciduous tree leaves also work well, though thicker leaves such as horse chestnut, sweet chestnut, walnut and sycamore will take longer to break down. Tough, evergreen leaves like holly take too long for even the most patient gardener and are best shredded before adding to the compost heap. Pine tree needles can be collected to make an acidic leaf mould, suitable for ericaceous plants such as the blueberry, but they can take many years to break down. Be careful with some kind of leaves. Walnut, eucalyptus and camphor laurel leaves contain substances that inhibit plant growth and are best avoided. And never use leaves which have been exposed to pollutants, such as those from the roadside, as you don't want to introduce problems into your soil. It might be tempting to just let nature run its course and to leave them where they fall or blow. Left on the grass, however, they will exclude light and if left in big enough quantities can form a barrier through which water cannot pass. This will result in dead patches of grass by next spring, so raking them up is advisable.
Clearing leaves may seem like an endless task, but the results are well worth it. Putting your leaves to good use before winter is a great way to get a head start on next season's growing and ensure a great supply of organic matter for your plot.